What's up, everybody? Welcome to this video. My name is Adrian, and this is about how to get drunk naturally through meditation. So how do you make yourself feel drunk? How do you make yourself feel intoxicated without taking any substance? So we're just using meditation to get ourselves feeling naturally intoxicated. How do we do that? How do we do that? How do you do it? I'll tell you how I do it, but first I want to explain the process. So make sure you stick to the end of this video and enjoy the energy of me being drunk naturally. I didn't take anything. I'm just meditating, and I basically deleted my sense of self. But anyway, let's get into what the process of getting drunk naturally is and how it works and how you can do it. So first, let me explain what happens when you get drunk, when you drink. So when you're drinking alcohol, or if you've ever gotten drunk from alcohol before, you know what it's like, and you know that it affects your sense of self. It kind of deconstructs your sense of self to some degree, and it makes you feel more relaxed. It makes you not worry about stuff, and it makes you almost forget about things while you're in that state, right? So what's happening is the chemicals in the alcohol are causing your body to, when they go into the bloodstream, causes you to feel intoxicated. And basically what's happening is your mind, your brain function, is being diffused by that process. It's causing diffusion of thought, which then causes more energy to flow in the body, which then causes you to feel intoxicated from the drinking. So that's what's going on. And so how do you do that naturally? How do you diffuse your mind, diffuse your thoughts without taking a substance, without drinking anything? You can drink water, but without drinking alcohol, how do you cause yourself to get drunk naturally? Well, I'm sure, there's many ways to do that, but a really simple, easy meditation method that you can do, and you can try it right now while you're watching this video even, is you're going to delete your sense of self, okay? So what I mean by that is you're going to actually investigate and see that there is nothing, or more accurately, there's nobody looking through the eyes. There's nobody seeing this experience. There's nobody experiencing this moment. What would happen if there's just this moment happening and there's nobody on the other end? There's no subject. There's just the objects. There's just whatever's happening. What would happen in that situation? What would that cause you to feel like if there was no you somehow? Like if there's just the experience happening and absolutely nobody. What would that feel like? What kind of state of being would you feel? How would the energy feel? Now don't think about it too much. I want you to actually go and experience it right now. I want you to see if you can find anybody, any self that is having this experience right now, that is seeing this video, that is hearing my voice. Can you find a person on the other end of the senses without thinking, without imagining, without assuming anything? Can you find anybody on the other side of your senses? I'll give you a moment to do that, to see if you can find any person or anybody on the other side of vision, on the other side of sound, any subject that is experiencing that. Without thinking. If you don't think a single thought, you won't find anyone on the other end of the senses. So just try to see that clearly, that there's just vision. There's just what you're seeing. There's not a subject. Now, technically there is still a subject, but it's so subtle that it's kind of like almost doesn't exist, but it still exists. But we'll get into that in another video. Right now, I just want you to focus on dissolving that sense of a subject as much as you can by seeing clearly that you cannot find any subject without imagining something, without moving your attention somewhere and then creating a thought that says, oh, here's the subject. If you don't do that, and you just experience, you'll find that this experience is happening to absolutely nothing. It's happening to emptiness. It's happening to space. to aware space, ultimately. But just feel what it's like. If this entire experience right now is happening to nobody, no matter what the experience is, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter if you're having a negative emotion or a positive emotion. Once you realize and see clearly that that sensation is appearing to absolutely nothing, then you're just going to get drunk naturally. It's that simple. It's that easy to get drunk naturally, and this is a different kind of drunk. This is not the kind that you will get from alcohol. Alcohol makes you sleepy. It makes you drunk and sleepy. This makes you drunk and energized, super energized, and fearless, and super happy, and super trippy too. It's very trippy. It's a lot of fun. It's very energetic. It's very freeing. And you can go deeply into this, to the point where your whole world almost disappears sometimes. For brief moments, you could have an experience where you dissolve your sense of self so much that your entire life situation also temporarily dissolves. It seems like it just vanishes. And there's no you, there's no universe, there's just freedom. and then you can just get endlessly drunk. Because you're not even there. So, like, imagine there's nobody looking through the eyes. There's nobody here looking through the eyes to be afraid of being on camera. There's nobody afraid of people judging the kind of laughing noises that this body makes. At least right now. I can come back. My ego can come back more. But right now I'm drunk naturally, so hope you enjoy this video. If you're feeling drunk naturally, that's wonderful. If not, just continue this practice of seeing that there's no subject. There's no experiencer. Just dissolve that sense of there being anyone here having an experience at all. And just see what it's like to just have the experience happening to absolutely nobody. And try it out in every kind of situation, every kind of experience, whether it's a positive or negative experience or a neutral experience, doesn't really matter. You can still get drunk anytime, any place, anywhere, and be fully functional. This is the cool thing about this. You can be fully functional. You can drunk drive, but only if you're drunk naturally. I'm not saying you can drink. I'm not saying you can drink alcohol and drive. No, do not do that ever. Never ever. Okay, that is the worst thing you could do, and it's illegal, so don't do it. But getting intoxicated naturally is a whole different thing. It's completely safe. It doesn't harm your body. It actually enhances your body. It actually increases your immune system, and it actually makes you stronger. Like, you'll actually be able to lift more weight when you're when you're high naturally or drunk naturally. It improves everything. It's just a very holistically good thing to do for yourself, is to learn how to get high and drunk naturally without taking any substance. So if you enjoyed this video, like. I wish I could hit it for you, but I can't get out of the screen, so you're going to have to help me out there and click. And if you enjoy this content, definitely subscribe, because I'm going to be teaching a lot of really cool methods similar to this. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in another really insane video where I talk a bunch of nonsense that hopefully you understand and get something out of. So thank you for watching, and I'm going to continue to be drunk naturally forever and ever, nonstop, 24/7. So see you.